Hello everybody and welcome to my comic review. Today I will be reviewing the comic Body Troll. Could also be pronounced Bodie Troll, maybe. I'm not really for sure. But it is made by Red 5 Comics and it is written by Jay P Fosgitt. I'm not really familiar with either the comic company or the author, so it was kind of a new experience for me. This is a limited series. There are 4 issues in the series, and this is issue number 1. It came out a few weeks ago. I remember ordering it from the comic store, and it just, I don't know, it looked cute, but it looked like it might have like an interesting story to it. It's not just something for kids to keep them entertained. It's something that I thought, adults might like too. So I got it because I like cutesy little things sometimes. And I did enjoy it. At first, I just kind of was like, oh, this is like a children's story told a different way. But it actually, I don't think that's what it's going to be at all. It kind of starts out where you think it's like Billy Goat Gruff or whatever that children's fairy tale is, where like the goats go over the bridge and like the troll wants them to do like 3 things for him or whatever before he lets them cross. I thought at first that was how it was going to be because it starts off with like these little goats going across a bridge and like Bodie the troll coming up and trying to scare them. But he is very not scary, I guess. Here's like his attempt on the cover to scare a squirrel, and it doesn't work out for him, I'm guessing. I don't know, Bodie, the main character, he kind of reminds me of Stitch from the Disney movie Lilo and Stitch, especially in this picture. He looks very Stitch-ish. But I don't know, it seems, it has a good story. It's a comic that I like. It's not my absolute favorite comic, but I think I would buy, if, the issues keep up like this, I think I would definitely read I'm going to read all 4 of these, and then if they came out with another little series after that, I would read that as well. I feel like this would do well as a cartoon also. Not something that you would see on Cartoon Network, but maybe something that, like, I don't know, kids watch in the morning before they go to school or on Saturdays or something. I'm not really sure that Nickelodeon would be the place either, and I'm not that familiar with like cartoon channels besides Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. I don't even know if Nickelodeon shows cartoons anymore. They used to though back in my day. But I think this could be good for like a PG children's cartoon. Bodie, I don't know, he tries to be intimidating. He wants to be intimidating, but no one really takes him seriously. But suddenly, these things appear. I don't know, he goes to find an egg for an old woman who is also a fairy who has a spatula instead of a wand. And the egg hatches before he can get it back to her because he kind of gets easily distracted, something I can relate to. And he goes to a puppet show instead of going to get her giant egg. And it hatches before he can get it back to her. And I don't even know what this thing is. He says it's a chicken, but I don't think that is obviously the case. Here is the thing that the egg hatches into with Bodie on top of it. And I don't know, he ends up killing the thing by the thing eats him. And I guess this is kind of the strange part, but I guess his urine has the ability to kill this thing. So that's kind of the strange part in the story, but other than that, I don't know. I think it has a good, interesting story. I don't know. I mean, if you're like a hardcore manly man or like a really girly girl chick, I don't know that you would enjoy this comic, but if you're entertained by little cutesy things and I don't know. I feel like if you are a brony, you might like this. It's not completely, My Little Pony-ish, but I could see, someone who is self-proclaimed brony liking this, but I could also see, I don't know, I mean, some of my friends might give this a chance, and they might actually end up liking it. They might not want to read it at first, but if I forced it upon some of them, I could see them maybe liking this a little bit. If you're like hardcore, X-Men and Wolverine and stuff, I don't know that you like this, but I don't know. I mean, if you read some of like the online comics, like JL8 or Battle Pug or some of those kind of things, I could see you maybe liking this title. I could see this doing well, like I said, as a children's cartoon, but I could also see it doing well as like an online daily or weekly comic. So we'll see what they do with this. In the back, he says that he has like lots of stories that he wants to do with this character, so I don't know, he seems like something that might stay around for a while. I don't see him being his own ongoing long-time series, but I could see him doing a lot of little short 4-part series and just doing different adventures and things in his life. So we'll see what happens with this character. I think it's interesting. I don't really know how to describe it exactly. I mean, the drawing style is good. It is cute, but it's not like bright. There are a lot of like browns and like blacks and grays. There's like the occasional blue, but I mean it's mainly this kind of stuff. It's kind of the drawing style that I feel like I am not very artistic at all. I wish I was, but I don't know. Something in my brain just isn't there. Like, I can draw something like mediocre if I sit and work on it for like an hour. So I feel like this would be the drawing style that I am closest to, and it's also something that appeals to me. Like, I like looking at pictures that have like big eyes, and I don't know, I like bright colors, and this doesn't really have a lot of those, but it still appeals to me. It's not something that I'm gonna see on the shelf and be like, oh my gosh, I have to have this, but I don't know, I mean, I saw it on my comics list of things that were coming out that week, and I was like, you know what, this is the first issue, and the little description made it sound interesting, so I was like, I'm gonna give this a try. I don't remember if I saw this at the comic book store that I went to in St. Louis. They carry a lot of like a lot of other stuff that my little comic store doesn't. My comic store did not carry this, but since I've never heard of Red 5 Studios, or Red 5 Comics, I don't know if it's something that a lot of comic stores would carry, but you might be able to find it at your local store. If not, it is orderable. I ordered it from my little store, so I'm sure that if you're in a bigger store, you can get it. You can also get it online. I know. I will find a link and put it below if you guys are interested in it. I don't know. I just think it's a little cute thing. So if you guys, I don't know, get a chance and you're bored and, I don't know, you're just looking for something fun to read, I think this would be the perfect thing for you to read. It is entertaining and it's kind of interesting. There's a few parts in it that if you guys are wrestling fans, you're gonna like read that and be like, I wonder if Jay Fosgitt is a wrestling fan, because there's a sock, the sock that does the puppet show, his name is Socko, and I don't know, there's the Shell Shock Egg Beater, and then there's another one too. I don't remember what the other thing is that I relate to wrestling, but there's another thing, and I was just like, I wonder if this man watches wrestling at all, because I feel like that could be a possibility. But I don't know. So that's all I have for this little review. I would say that if you are into cutesy yet not completely childish things, that this would appeal to you, and if you're not into that, but you have a friend, you might, point it out to them. So that's all I have for this review. I will see you guys next time with my next review. Bye!